Welcome, everybody, to Who's Your Band? I am Jeffrey Paul. I'm joined by Sean Morton. How are you, Sean?
Hi, Jeffrey.
Why are you doing that?
Why not? That's
What's
the haps. That's what's up. All the kids are doing that.
No, the kids aren't doing it.
Go into school when you're teaching tomorrow, and you walk in and just go hi and see what they do.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
They'll do it right back.
Yeah. This really is not the day to be doing it. This is me after it's St. Patty's Day that we're filming this.
Are you a little hungover?
Yeah, little day drinking.
Look at you, little Cosmo on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
I've never seen you drunk, by the way, in all the years we're friends.
Yeah. Is that true?
Very true. I've never even seen you have a drink. I know I've seen you have like one at a show, but I've never drank with you.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah. I don't think I would like you drunk.
I did not know that.
It's one of the two things. Either I'm going to get along with you spectacularly when you're drunk, or I'm going to hate you even more than I do when you're drunk.
No, you'll like me.
You think so?
Oh, I'm a lot of fun. Yes.
Okay.
I put out.
How are you on Maddie Matheson, by the way?
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know who Maddie Matheson is? Okay, Adam probably knows who he is. So Maddie Matheson is a chef, and he's this big, heavy set, fully tatted, beard, long hair. You watch the show The Bear?
No.
You never saw that either. So he's an actor on The Bear, too. I like to partake in a little Mother Nature over drinking. And if you, while you're in this little state tonight, I highly suggest you watch his cooking show called Just a Dash on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing you're going to see if you are in a different state. If you are not in that state, it can be a little annoying.
I'm good. I mean, in fact, I thought I was going to miss taping this because I sat down and next thing I know, I was out like a light.
Really?
Yeah, and I woke up and it was maybe 5 minutes ago. Like when you came on, I was only on for maybe 30 seconds before you.
Well, I will say one thing: we're doing this 5 minutes now, and you've had a couple libations today, and you haven't been a stuttering, mumbling prick yet. So I think you should have a few every time you have a podcast.
No. I'm good. Adam, you there? Where did Dopey Adam go? Okay,
I'm here.
Okay. Adam, are you excited? Have you heard the news?
Wait. Is this the Saturday Night Live UK with Wet Leg?
My mind goes to you. The first thing, yeah, Saturday Night Live for the first time in its history is going to be doing an episode from the UK, and the guest host is going to be Tina Fey with special musical guest Wet Leg.
Yeah, I almost sent that image to you guys yesterday.
What a terrible human being, really.
Yeah.
But you see who else is going to be hosting? They're going to do Jack Black is going to be hosting, but Jack White is the musical guest.
Yeah, so it's going to be black and white. Oh, it's going to be crazy.
I think they're going to switch too. So like Jack Black's going to do a song, Jack White's going to do a song.
Yeah, and they're both going to co-host too.
Yeah, I guarantee Jack Black won't like overact or overemphasize or finger gestures or something.
I'm not a fan of him at all, just so you know.
No, he could be so annoying. He could sing though.
He could sing. He is probably the most annoying actor on the planet.
Yeah. I mean, did you like his best movie? Would you say most well-known movie is School of Rock, right?
100%. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a fun movie to watch, but even there, he's really super annoying.
You know what it is? It's just when he's talking, he does the head shakes. You know what I mean? It gives me a fucking seizure watching the goddamn thing.
Yeah, he does a lot like this, like Sean, and you're gonna wear your machine head hurt. You know, he's gonna he does like that, and there's the joke, and that's the cadence for all his jokes.
Yeah, it's one trick pony. You know, it's like a prop comic.
Yeah. He was good, but in doses in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, I'll agree with that because that movie, you can't make that movie now.
No, but great movie.
Yeah, it's a funny movie.
Yeah,
definitely a funny movie.
But other than that, Adam, can you think of anything that Jack Black may have been in that you like?
I'm trying to think.
Like not Jumanji. He ruins King Kong.
He's really like the most unsuccessful successful actor, if you think about it.
On Kung Fu Panda, he's the voice of. So he made, he became very successful with that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I never was a fan of his ever.
Do you ever see who's that guy? Jimmy Fallon does like remakes of videos.
Yeah.
And there's a couple like he'll just do obscure ones sometimes. Like he did like Go West, King of Wishful Thinking with Paul Rudd. He did another one with Paul Rudd. They did Sticks, but then he did one with Jack Black, and it was extreme. What's that? What's the slow?
More Than Words. Yeah, More Than Words. I remember that one.
Yeah, I mean they do it almost like frame for frame. They're really entertaining, and I gotta say, man, Jack Black does nail it as a singer.
You know who he does a great impersonation of is Dio.
I've heard him do Ozzy. I never heard him do Dio.
Yeah, he does he does Rainbow in the Dark too. He does a cover of Rainbow in the Dark, and he does Heaven and Hell. I mean, like he can hit the notes. He's one of those guys who just wanted to be a rock star and decided on acting.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what? And what you did, Shawnee boy, okay, is you gave us a good segue into what we're going to discuss today. And we're discussing about artists who have multiple bands, have multiple side projects going on. So they're known for one thing, but they also have a little something going on as well.
Right.
And we didn't really attach any rules to this or anything. But one thing that I didn't do was like you talked about Dio. And I didn't include someone like Dio on my list because he's no longer with us. But Dio was known for probably Sabbath and Rainbow and a solo act.
Yeah, I picked all people who were alive too. Okay. And I didn't pick like, oh, he's a solo. Well, I did with one, so I'll take that off my list. Rest of my list is not like, oh, it's a solo artist like Rob Thomas, but he also is in Matchbox 20. Like I didn't do that either. Okay. I picked people who had multiple bands who were still alive.
Yeah, for the most part, my list is as well multiple bands and still alive. So, what would you go with? Sean, go. Let's go.
There was a couple that jumped out at me really quick. The first one was Maynard Keenan from Tool.
Tool, yeah, he's in Tool. And what's his side project?
So he has A Perfect Circle, which he's basically done. One Tool album, one Perfect Circle album. And he also has a band called Puscifer, which is a very good band. It's a quirkier band than Tool or Perfect Circle. But like, for example, when I saw them, I would say a good 6 years ago at the Count Basie in Red Bank, their tour had a whole lucha wrestling theme. So like the whole band wore lucha masks and the opening act was actually fake lucha wrestling in a real wrestling ring on the stage. So they incorporated that into like their whole tour theme, like even for the music and everything like that. They had matches going on. So they're kind of more operatic than Tool is. But that was the first one that jumped out at me because all three bands still tour. And he will tour like a Perfect Circle. Like a Puscifer will tour 1 year, and then Perfect Circle will tour 1 year, and then Tool tour the next year.
See, I didn't know of Puscifer until a couple of years ago, while I was down in Arizona, and I had gone to this place called Jerome. Okay, I was staying in what's that place? Sedona. And Jerome is like this old town. You know, if you go a little bit further into the hills, there's a ghost town there. And Maynard he loves it there. He has a place there, and he has a store and a performing space, which I got a chance to get up at. And it's like a record store with a lot of his bands, like T-shirts, like not just Tool. It had Perfect Circle. It has that band Puscifer on it. I didn't know who it was until they said, yeah, he's in that band too. And then downstairs is a barbershop, bar, and performance space.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I didn't have him on my list. I'll tell you who I did have on my list. I I didn't go only singers. I also went guys in bands,
Me
and
too.
one I went with was Mark Tremonti,
Yeah, I
who
have him on my list too, actually.
everyone knows from Creed. Okay,
Mhm.
great guitarist with Creed. Then me and you saw him with Alter Bridge.
Yep.
Okay, and then he does have a solo career where it's a total departure of what he does with those two bands.
Well,
Like,
actually, he has two side projects, Jeff.
yeah,
He does
yeah, one
the
way he does some
Sinatra.
Sinatra, right?
He does the Sinatra, where he sings and does all the crooner stuff, which is it's scary how great of a voice he has too. But he also has another band called Tremonti,
Right.
where he sings and plays guitar too, and it's a lot heavier than Alter Bridge and Creed. It's more of a metal band than anything.
Yeah, it's real good. So that was my guy. Like I was like, really super talented, quiet guy, but very very cool man. I always liked Mark Tremonti.
And the next one I picked too, which we saw as well, is probably the biggest one currently, and I'm going with Zakk Wylde.
Well, that's who I was gonna. That's what I was gonna start off with. I was wondering if you're gonna do it. Yeah, I love Zakk Wylde.
Yeah, I mean, you got
mean,
Zakk obviously did his Ozzy stuff, which he's not doing that anymore.
how come?
Ozzy died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he does obviously Black Label Society's his biggest, his band.
His band.
But he also does Zach Sabbath, which is what we saw, where he does the whole Black Sabbath tribute band,
Which is great.
which is amazing. And he's playing guitar for Pantera currently, which we also saw.
That's right. I had him down here, and I didn't even have him in Pantera. I had him
Yeah.
down here with Black Label Society and Zach Sabbath. And I mean, another guy who's a guitar player who you don't know has that voice backing him up.
Yeah, and he's a beautiful piano player too.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good one. I like Zakk Wylde.
Yeah.
I guess the next one for me. Where am I going to go? I'm going to go with a drummer, and I'll go with. I'm sure he must be on your list. Dave Grohl.
I didn't put Dave Grohl on.
Okay. Well, I mean, Grohl, everybody knows from being the drummer from Nirvana, becomes a guitar player in Foo Fighters, and then has another. Did you know this other side project was called Them Crooked Vultures?
Yeah, he also had another one called Probot too.
Right. But Them Crooked Vultures, I thought was an interesting mix. It was John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin and Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, who he has jammed with before. He's actually in a great Queens of the Stone Age video and played drums.
Well, he plays on that album. He plays on the Songs for the Deaf album, so that's why he was on that video.
Yeah, do you know what video I'm talking about, right?
No one knows, yeah.
No, great song and great video.
I agree. Yeah. Can't argue that one. I want to argue with you today, but I can't.
No. Well, I'm coming. I'm on a roll here. I'm doing okay here.
I'm going to call you Butter, Jeff.
Because Adam finds that funny.
Well, Dave Grohl also had a Bee Gees cover band, the DGs.
Yeah,
No,
the DGs.
no.
The DGs.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, you never heard that?
I did not.
Adam, you got to pull it up. Pull up You Should Be Dancing.
Yeah.
So for Record Store Day, I think it was like three or 4 years ago, they before that they were like toying around doing like You Should Be Dancing live during some shows, like little clips of it. And then for Record Store Day, they actually released a full record. It was like I think 6 or 7 Bee Gees covers with the Foo Fighters playing, and then they did like 3 or 4 like live tracks from the last album. But there's videos for it and everything, and let me tell you, dude, it's spot on. Adam, as soon as Adam pulls it up, I want to see what Jeff thinks of this.
The DG. Who's in the band?
The DGs.
Anyone in the band with anyone we would know in this band?
It's the Foo Fighters.
Oh, it's the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
But they call themselves the DG. Do they
The
get dressed
DGs.
up as disco guys?
Yeah.
Disco guys.
Yep.
There he is. The falsetto is great. This is really good.
Oh yeah, man. They do almost all the hits from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
never saw this.
Really? Yeah, check it out. It's called the DGs. I think it's I know they did How Deep Is Your Love, I think. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Did they ever record any of this stuff, or did they just put
You can get well, since you don't have Apple Music, I could have sent it to you, but they do You Should Be Dancing, Night Fever, Tragedy, Shadow Dancing, and More Than a Woman.
Oh wow! Yeah, see, Shadow Dancing was a big Andy Gibb song, written by.
That's true, yeah.
But it was a hit for Andy Gibb.
I didn't. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, Adam, but for a very short time, Barry Gibb was part of the Bee Gees.
I didn't know that.
Yes, at one point there were going to be four of them. And he died very, very early. Very tragic.
Yeah,
it was right.
Yeah, I liked Andy Gibb. You go back and look at his catalog. Blood is Thicker Than Water. He had a bunch of hits. Shadow Dancing was a great song.
Yeah, I dig it. I definitely dig it. I think all right. You're not going to get this one. I'll tell you that. Not my favorite. Okay, the one band that he's in, I do like a lot. I went with Mike Patton.
Oh, Mike Patton from Faith No More.
Singer from Faith No More. He also sings for Mr. Bungle, which is another huge side project.
That's right.
He was in a band called Tomahawk with Dave Lombardo from Slayer, and another band with the guy from Slayer called Fantomas. So the guy has four bands and isn't touring any of them right now because he's so fucking high and mighty. But I like Faith No More. I'm not a huge fan of the other ones too. They're one of those bands that has this really, really monster cult following. They're kind of like, everybody just knows like the two songs. They know like Epic, and they know their cover of Easy. But
you ever see the cover of Adam? You ever see the video for that song?
For Easy?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was an interesting choice of videos. We just say
it's different.
Yeah, you saw it, right, Sean?
Oh God, yeah, a long time ago.
And an interesting cover for a band like that.
It was, but they're probably their second biggest hit.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I like Faith No More. I hated the song. I think it was called "We Like a Lot" or something like that.
We Care a Lot. Yeah, that was their first real hit.
What was it called?
We Care a Lot.
We care. Oh, that song. I don't know, man. It just rubbed me the wrong way. It seems like real cheesy. It was just like overdone. I was not a fan of that. But Epic to me is one of the all-time great.
It's a great song. Falling to Pieces is fantastic.
Falling to Pieces is a great song.
Yeah,
I forgot about that one.
My favorite of theirs is called Midlife Crisis. I think that's their best song. By far their best song. But yeah, the rest of the bands I'm not a huge fan of. I know I have some friends who like they any variation of whatever he plays in, they are going to see multiple nights on a tour. I just don't buy into that personally. But you can't deny the fact the guy has four bands.
No, you can't. Well, there could be four. I got a guy here who's been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands. My next pick here.
Okay.
And you know what I'm thinking of?
No.
Do you know who Mike Portnoy is?
Of course, it was on my list.
Okay, Mike Portnoy, Dream Theater. I know you're not a big fan of theirs, but
I do love Dream Theater. I love their earlier stuff. Like their first 4 albums, I think are great. I trailed off after that.
Now here's a band I don't think you knew he was part of.
What's that?
He toured with Twisted Sister.
I did know that.
Yeah. When AJ Pero died.
Yeah, I did know that.
He becomes the drummer. And he would have liked to have been the drummer now. In fact, the guy who's playing now, I think his name is Joe Cara. I reached out to him. I'm hoping to hear back. I would like to get him on the show before they go on tour. By the way, what do you guys think about Sebastian Bach joining Twisted Sister?
You know what, dude? I mean, his son's a great singer. Dee's son's a great singer. He's a great front man. I think if you're going to do it, you can't tour it with him because he's not established.
He's not the same son that was into stand-up, is it?
Yeah, Shane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was even a singer.
Yeah, that's what he originally was, and he got into stand-up.
Yeah. I remember being in the city, and like sometimes like you'd go like on a Tuesday mic, and he'd be there doing the mic.
Yeah, and you'd see once in a very blue mood, he would pop in.
Right.
Blue mood. But you can't tour that record with him because that's not going to be – who cares? I hate to say it, but who cares, right? If it's the whole band and it's D's son, I think it's one thing. It's only freaking Eddie and JJ. So
that's right.
You have to put that big monster front man in. Otherwise, you have to cancel the tour. And my friend made a great point. I was like, why didn't they just scrap the whole fucking thing? And he goes, they probably signed a really ridiculous contract in order to do it, and they're going to lose a tremendous amount of money if they don't do it.
There's no doubt in my mind that's all put together by JJ French, who like there's probably a lot of money on the line, didn't want to lose out, and now with Sebastian Bach, these were two entities that needed something. It's like Bach either needs to be in Skid Row, and really Twisted Sister needed Dee Snider, and then without it, it doesn't work. But then you put him in Twisted Sister, and all of a sudden, I mean, there's a curiosity factor. Like, I would go see that.
I'm on the fence. I got to see where this tour winds up.
Okay, so let's say they're playing the Wellmont.
Yeah, I think I take the trip for that.
Is that too small of a place, or do they play someplace bigger?
Oh no, I think that's too big of a place. I think with Dee Snider, they have a hard time filling the Wellmont.
But with Sebastian, I think it sells out in minutes.
I don't think it sells out in minutes at all.
What about PNC?
No, if they don't sell at the Wellmont, they ain't selling out.
Well, no, if they have another band with them, another.
I think with Snider you can get away with that. Not with Sebastian Bach.
Okay, Sebastian Bach with Twisted Sister with the current band of DeMartini, Fiercy, the two main guys in Rat.
That's a Wellmont show to me. That's not an outdoor 15,000 seat theater show.
Okay, and let's add another band on there.
You got to have a monster like Def Leppard. Like that's got to be.
No, Def Leppard playing. They could play Madison Square Garden by themselves. They don't need two other acts. Okay, so you would have Twisted Sister, some incarnation of Rat, which I've seen.
Probably Poison. It would have to be Poison at that point.
Poison doesn't need those two bands.
Or Motley Crue.
No, Motley Crue doesn't need those two bands. You need a third band that's like an underband behind them. How about like Lynch Mob?
That's too small.
Cinderella.
I think
that's a great one. You go, but it would be Tom Kiefer because Cinderella's not together. So you have Tom Kiefer, this incarnation of Rat, with the two guys and Twisted Sister. Would you go see that? Is that PNC?
Probably. Yeah, that's a PNC show, I think too. But you see, Twisted Sister can go so many directions, though.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Twisted can go so many directions, though, because they can play with any kind of band. It doesn't have to be an 80s band. Like, they could play with a Seven Dust, because JJ manages them. Like, they can. Right.
They toured. They opened for Maiden.
Yeah, I know. A long time ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, wow. But that show that we just put together, that's a great show. I would definitely go see that.
Yeah. I'm still on the fence with the Motley Crue show. Like, I want to go just for the opening acts, and then I might leave like 2 or 3 songs in.
Well, you know what? I was telling that to Terry. We've been doing a lot of hanging out this week, and we were talking about the summer. It's like, a lot of, I have a lot of shows, but I also have a lot of concerts I want to go to. And I go, me and Morton have been talking about shows, and we're probably going to go see Motley Crue. But I go, he's so weird that he wants to leave before Motley Crue goes on. I'm like, I don't get this guy. It's like, but it's just like, why? Like, well, he's really into Extreme. He wants to go see Tesla, but he doesn't want to give Motley Crue a chance. And like, I never seen them with John 5, so
I've seen the clips. It's different. There's certain people in bands
you guys can't watch them live.
there's certain bands, certain people can't be replaced. I'm sorry.
Could be replaced.
Listen, no, he can't. He's an integral part of that Motley Crue sound. And it's just like, look, I saw Joan Jett fronting Nirvana at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Is she going to tour that? Fuck no. She can't. No one can replace Kurt Cobain.
Well, she's also the most overrated member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Joan Jett?
Absolutely.
Whatever. So, yeah, there's certain people.
Adam, back me up here. Come on. Joan Jett, most overrated member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Her two big hits are two shitty cover songs. That's her credibility. She's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame over Styx, Kansas, and Boston. Stop it.
You're gonna die on this hill, aren't you? You're gonna fucking die. On your tombstone, it's just gonna say, "Let me know when Styx, Boston, and Iron Maiden make it to the Hall of Fame."
Maiden. Do you know who's leading the? By the way, do you know who's leading the? This is what's gonna kill me today. Do you know who's leading the fan voting for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Is it Pink?
No. It's a good guess, but it's not Pink.
It was somebody weird.
It doesn't fucking make sense.
Always a New Edition?
New Edition, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got to remember, people who are going to vote are people our age who grew up in New Edition.
Listen, I love New Edition, okay? They are anything. What is remotely rock about those guys?
Nothing. Radio hits.
If they get in over Maiden, I am done with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'll never go visit it. I won't give a fuck about it. They can kiss my ass. I will be fucking over it, and then I'll be on a mission just to bash it every time I can. That's how much resentment I will have.
Much like every episode that it's mentioned on this podcast, Jeff.
Say again.
Much like every episode of this podcast where it's mentioned.
I will make a note of it just to let everyone know. That will be my mission, to bring down the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or to build a new building. Look at that. Come on. Listen, Phil Collins, we said, how is Luther Vandross? I think Maiden is actually falling in this. How is
they were in like the top 6 the last time I saw. They have fallen.
We live in a stupid society.
Well, this doesn't really count for anything. I mean, they don't get a pick because of it. You know what I mean? So,
but I mean, Maiden, Oasis. I'll even throw Black Crowes. These are these rock bands. I mean,
by the way, check out the new Black Crowes songs they released, Jeff. They are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Everyone's
so good.
Crowing about the new Black Crowes songs.
I like it a lot.
Do you?
I do, but I don't believe New Edition. I mean, and it's not even like by. It's by a significant amount.
Listen, they're almost double Maiden.
That's scary. That's scary. Well, it could be because Maiden's fans really don't know how to work the internet either, because they're all 80.
Yeah, but you know what? Maiden also doesn't give a shit, and I really think the odds are, even if they get in, they're not showing up.
I don't know about that, Jeff. I think at this point you have to show up.
I don't think they will. I think they'll pull a Van Halen.
Really?
Yes, I really do. Yeah, no.
I want to go back to my list because I have one that I don't know that you thought of either. And it just popped up, was Glenn Danzig.
You know what? I did not. I didn't even consider him. I know Danzig. He's the singer Danzig and Misfits.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the song by them called Saturday Night?
That's one of my top 20 favorite songs of all time.
You know what? I just got turned on to it recently. What a great song. That song is almost like 50s, 60s pop meets metal. You know what it reminds me of? You know the song Radio Girl by Volbeat?
Yeah, of course.
It has that same vibe to it.
Big time. So obviously Glenn left the band for a long time. Jerry Only was the bass player. He toured a bunch of things, but they put out 2 records with a singer called Michael Graves. It was the Dig Up Your Bones and American Psycho and Famous Monsters. And those are my 2 favorite Misfits records before I listen to the Glenn older stuff. They don't perform any of those songs. But during that era, they did a lot of crossover, too, with a lot of 50s pop. They have a whole 50s covers record, too, where they do like Great Balls of Fire, songs from that era.
With Danzig singing?
No, it's with Jerry Only singing. But yeah, I mean, the stuff with Michael Graves, that Saturday Night song is, honest to God, one of my all-time favorite songs.
Isn't that Danzig singing?
No, it's Michael Graves.
Oh my God, he sounds like Danzig.
Yeah, he does. I mean, Adam, if you can find the Misfits, Dig Up Her Bones. I want to see. Oh.
First of all, where'd you get such a dumb picture of my face?
It's any picture of your face, Jeff.
Where is that?
That was one of your dad joke picks.
Oh my God. Oh God.
I was actually saving that for the end of the show. I actually hit the wrong button.
That's too funny.
People, they should follow my dad jokes. Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm getting like between all my platforms, I'm getting between 4,000 and 5,000 views a day.
That's scary. That's just you know what it is. It just shows that people. All right, so here's where I'm getting at. So there's intellectual people who love like smart comedy. You know what I mean? Like you want to go listen to like a Bill Maher. You know, he's going to give you his witty opinion. You know, and then there's like there's people
what was that voice you just did?
That was my Bill Maher impersonation.
How'd it go?
Just a witty kind of guy, just kind of too cool for the room.
You sound like W.C. Fields.
But they're those people, like they're very highly educated, maybe a double master's, those kind of people. And then you have people who take the bus to work, who definitely like the dad joke of the day.
It's harmless. It's rated G, harmless little jokey joke of the day. It's a dad joke. The joke. I mean, do I have to explain what the dad joke of the day really is? It's really not even about the joke.
No shit, Jeff. Okay. I'm sure it's telling about the delivery either.
There's so many factors going. There are 2 things that go into it. I'm explaining the dad joke. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, I know.
It's one, the reaction that I get out of people. Here, let me read something that someone wrote yesterday. I would say I get a lot of comments. I would say 90% of the comments are all kind of like, keep doing it. It's funny. We love it. And then there are comments that people get upset out of. They get like angry at the dad joke.
Yeah.
Yesterday, there was a guy who was angry with the dad joke, and this was his comment. I'll get these maybe once a week. Nice. Glad my kids didn't see this, as they are taught to keep your glob shut while eating, and certainly don't talk spitting all the food over another. I'm reading word for word what the guy has said.
He's got a point.
I don't understand. That point may be on the top of his head. I don't know what it is.
Isn't it fun, though? Like I used to really give a shit what people would think, like when they make comments on social media. Like I used to really like take it to heart. And then I realized like how pathetic is your fucking life? You stopped doing something in your life at that moment because you thought that opinion that came into your head that somebody else said is that worthwhile.
Well, it's just like how angry, like I got real angry ones. Like, how important do you think you are that you don't even have the time to eat? You have to eat while you're recording. So, like people get angry at, like the ones who get angry get mad.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
90% of them.
Oh, I love it.
What I'm doing here.
Of course.
Yeah. It's the little comment after the joke. But
you know who the worst people in the world are, and I'm doing a whole new bit about this, is people who comment on their community pages on Facebook.
Oh yeah, like a group.
Have you ever really deep dove into like I love when I see like
snarky.
The power's out again. Well, that's because Sayreville is overbuilding. It's not the way it used to be. Can't even buy a cup of coffee. I'm like, and if you click on the profile of anybody who comments on one of these things, minimum 72 years old.
Yeah, it's the worst. The internet is the worst place, and it is people. They all talk like that. Like someone wrote something about the speed limit in New York is now, by school is going to be 15 miles an hour, right?
Right.
And someone was like, well, what about the bikes that are going 75 miles an hour, going 25 miles an hour? And then someone has to write, it's a bike, not a car. It's not that hard. and then my just comment was, you ever been hit by a bike?
It fucking hurts.
I got hit by a bike. I almost was going to kill this guy until I realized he was in more pain than I was.
My mom got hit with a bike when I was a kid.
Bike sucks.
Like she was in the hospital. I remember that.
In the city, Manhattan, it is Dodge City with these bikes. They're all out of control. Okay. There should be speed. There should be more regulation on the bikes than there should be in when there's no school. They still want to have around the school zone 15 miles an hour. And then people we push our cars.
Listen, it's extra gym class for them dodging out of the way of cars. That's how I look at it.
That's right, especially in the evening. All right.
I got one more after you.
I didn't finish my list.
I know. I'm only saying I only have one more.
Yeah. I was talking Mike Portnoy. So I said he was in Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Twisted Sister. He was in Avenged Sevenfold, Sons of Apollo, and Winery Dogs. I mean,
Winery Dogs, as you know, that first record of the Winery Dogs is one of my favorite records ever.
And that's with a former guest of ours, right? Billy Sheehan.
Yeah, Billy Sheehan. Yeah. And my favorite guitar player, Richie Kotzen.
Oh, that's a good band.
Who I could have put on the list if I really wanted to, but saying that he was in Richie Kotzen. He was also in Poison. He's in the Winery Dogs. He's in Wilson Hawk. And he does...
Was he in Priest for a short amount of time?
No. He also does a band with Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden called Kotzen Smith. Or Smith Kotzen, one of the two.
Every time I hear Richie, I always think of you. I know that's one of your favorite guys.
Well, it's scary how much he sounds like Chris Cornell when he sings. And he's a brilliant, brilliant guitar player. I mean, he puts out a new solo, no matter what, he puts out a new solo record every single year. And on his 50th birthday, he put out an album called 50 and fucking released a 50-song record in 1 year. That's a little ridiculous at that point.
It's a bit much.
It's a little much.
It's you know what it is? It's over the top.
It's kind of like it's like a Facebook page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why can't I just get an album with 10 songs like I used to back in the 70s? Why does it have to be 50 songs?
Well, you have to show off that you can write so much music. Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like some people are so stupid. Like I was watching this Ed Sheeran documentary, right? And he said, he was like, oh, it was a good day. I woke up, I had a cup of coffee. I wrote 9 songs. I went, what? How the fuck do you write 9 songs in a day? That's not possible.
They could be shitty songs, though.
They could be shitty songs, but you're still putting together 9 songs. That's a lot.
Oh, I'm out of sugar. How am I going to drink my coffee? That could be a song.
I hope not. I really hope not.
It doesn't have to be a good one, but it could be a song about how his day is ruined because he has no sugar for his coffee. And then some, and there'd be some like on the internet, they were so like, that's something that we could all relate to.
True.
And it's what's funny is it's like when you read those type of posts, that's the voice you read it in. You have to read internet posts in that voice.
You have to do it in the sarcastic, whiny, nasal back of the throat. Yeah. That's the only way to do it. It's kind of like when you make fun of your wife when you do the Terry voice on stage. Yeah, yeah. When you do that, and she sounds nothing like that, by the way. But you have to do that, Jeff.
It's what I hear. It's what I hear, though. Yeah. It just goes.
That's the funniest fucking thing you said the whole episode.
It's like I'll be watching something, and then she'll be calling me, and I'll be like, "Oh God, please, really? Now this is when you want me to start bringing up the laundry, okay? Because all right, who else do you have on this list? I
only have one more. And we kind of mentioned one of his bands before. I picked Miles Kennedy.
I have him on my list too, yeah.
Because, obviously a singer of Alter Bridge, but also the singer for Slash with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, right. Which is a great band. I mean, that all came from Slash's solo record, because Slash put out the one solo record and had like a bunch of different singers on it. He had Lemmy, Miles Kennedy, Fergie, I think, did a song with him, Dave Grohl, and then I think the one with Miles just clicked.
You know why he had Fergie on there, right?
What?
You know why he had Fergie on there, right?
No.
Because he wanted to fuck her. He had Fergie on there because he wanted to fuck her.
How many times have I been on this show where I've been so stoned out of my brain that I ramble and make absolutely zero sense? And the one time that I'm stoned off my ass and I'm perfectly coherent and speaking very fluent, coherent thoughts, you have to interrupt me for that.
Adam. Yep. Yeah, do you know why he had Fergie in the band?
No, why?
Because he wanted to fuck her.
I can't stand you sometimes. Can you at least tell me that you're a little buzzed?
A little bit.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let that go for that.
Okay.
Give me one more.
But no, listen, love Slash. You're 100%. I love Slash, with him with Velvet Revolver. But I had it just like, I'm just going to put the group, one guy honorable mention, and I thought that you would have brought him up. I know you're a big Slipknot guy. I figured Corey Taylor with Slipknot and Stone Sour.
Kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
I know you like. I know you like actually both bands. I think.
Yeah, I do. I love. I've seen Slipknot. God, probably a dozen times, I would say. And Stone Sour, I've seen a bunch. Corey Taylor's solo, I've seen 4 times alone. Great. So yeah, I'm a big Corey. I don't know why I didn't think of that, to be honest.
And then the other guy. I mean, maybe just because he's just so mainstream, but Sammy Hagar, besides being like in Montrose and Van Halen, he had Chickenfoot and Circle, and he, the Circle's on tour now, right? They're opening with a Chickenfoot song. Yeah,
I toyed around with putting Sammy on the list. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I thought about putting Slash on the list too, but
yeah, I mean, I did, but like you kind of brought him up, so I didn't want to bring him up, and then I just thought. 2 guys, because they're in the same band, was Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. Alice Cooper has his band. Joe Perry, we all know from Aerosmith. But Hollywood Vampires is a good side project.
Yeah, it's a stretch.
Why is it a stretch? I'm just curious.
They're not really that big. I mean, if they have a project, it doesn't mean anything,
Okay, so if they toured, and they come to let's keep going with the Walmart because it's a nice.
That'll sell the Walmart, I'm sure.
They'll sell the Walmart with no problem.
Just on those 2 names alone,
and Johnny Depp's in the band, and you'll have Duff McKagan who plays in the band. It's a revolving door of players, but really the mainstays are Alice Cooper, Joe Perry, and Johnny Depp. Could they be playing? If they had like a really good support band, could they play a PNC?
No, not. They would be the first support band, probably.
To who?
To like a Motley Crue, or
Motley Crue. Hollywood Vampires would be a good tour.
Yeah, I could see that, but again, a lot of people don't know who Hollywood Vampires are. That's the difference.
But once you release the names, do you think people come out and say?
Yeah, but then people would be like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." Like they don't have the hit. Like Velvet Revolver, everybody knew it was basically Guns N' Roses with Scott Weiland singing. So everybody. I don't know.
Does Hollywood Vampires even have original music?
I don't know. I've never heard anything. I've only seen the name. I've never even.
Yeah, I've watched their videos because they do really almost seem like covers. They'll do Bowie covers. They'll do like standard covers, and then they'll do a little bit of their own. So they'll do an Aerosmith song. They'll do a Guns N' Roses song. They'll do an Alice Cooper song.
Do you know where they got the name from?
Yes, it was like I believe it was like a bar of dead actors. Right? Is that the story?
Close at the Rainbow in L.A. Outside it's like the cool bar area, and then inside it's like very old fashioned, very dark red, very dimly lit. Then you go upstairs and there's the bathrooms, but if you go upstairs from there, it's like a crow's nest kind of hangout area. And in the 70s, it was very, very popular. Like Lennon would hang out there with like Mickey Dolenz and fucking Hendrix and shit, and they called it the Hollywood Vampire Lounge. So that's why there's tons of pictures. If you go on the internet and just look up the Rainbow Hollywood Vampires, you'll see this. It's a very famous picture of like, I think it's Lennon with Mickey Dolenz is the only soberish one in the group. And they're all just chilling and hanging out. And that was the place for them to all just meet up and hang out.
Now, all the times you've been to LA, have you ever gone to the Rainbow?
Every time I go to LA. For actually the first thing I do.
What was that?
Adam, you ever been to the Rainbow?
No, I've never been there.
So what are you going to say, Trent? Tell us a little bit about it.
The Rainbow's the greatest bar on the planet. First of all, it's got the best pizza in the United States outside of the East Coast.
You know what I'm getting mixed up with? Have you? I haven't been to the Rainbow, but have you been to the Viper Room?
Viper Room's down the block on Sunset, yes. So the Rainbow is over here. There's a driveway, and then the Roxy is next door.
Oh,
and the Viper Room is up the street, and then the Whiskey A Go Go's up the street too. Whiskey A Go Go's first. Viper Room's across the street, and then you go further up and you have the Roxy and the Rainbow.
How small is the Viper Room?
Tiny. 500 people, 600 people maybe, the most.
Yeah, there was something. I forgot who the band was. I think it may have been something like Motley Crue playing.
They do. They played the Viper Room a few weeks ago, I think.
So there was somebody who played and that everyone was going to see the night that River Phoenix died.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was though.
I heard a story about it.
Yeah, I just heard about it too. About with the Christina Applegate was there too. She was running down the street saying he's dead. Somebody.
Yes. But I'm trying to think who was the guy who went in who's like I really wasn't thinking about going that night. Goes in really super crowded and then leaves and says like there was a lot more mayhem on the street than there was in the room that night.
This was just on a documentary that just came out because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can't put my finger on who it was either.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. Anyway.
Well, this was not a bad episode.
No, this was interesting stories. We know why Fergie was in the band. We our mutual respect for Tremonti and Miles Kennedy. I think they're kind of like and Slash. I think they're the heroes of this episode.
And Zakk Wylde.
And I can't go wrong with Zakk Wylde. Yeah, and hey, looking forward to some good stuff ahead here.
Yep, we got some shows coming up. We got some concerts coming up. It's going to be a great spring and summer this year.
I'm looking forward. All right, listen. Enjoy what's left of St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to go catch the World Baseball Classic.
Considering this will probably air on July 4th.
That picture is fucking disgusting.
It's so appropriate. Actually, Adam, do me a favor, please, and please text me that picture as I need a new contact photo for Jeff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I much appreciate it.
You would understand my dad jokes. Did you make that, Adam?
Yeah. It was just a quick.
This Adam.
I just screenshotted that. I'm so happy. You have no idea, Adam. Sometimes, Adam, you make me a very happy person.
I was never holding a drink like that, right?
It's a nice Cosmo.
Yeah.
See, Adam pays attention. You think, see, Jeff, all the bad things you say about him. Oh, he's slow. He's dumb. I think he's autistic. But all these things, And like here he does. He picked up on one little comment that I made about you sipping a few Cosmos before, and look what he does. This is why he's a special boy. I love him.
Well, you know what? I didn't say that, but I now will start saying that because this picture really, if you find me dangling tomorrow morning, this is the reason why.
Oh, please. Then Adam, do me a favor. Send him a hard copy, FedEx, and I will airdrop, I will Apple Pay you immediately.
It's such a funny picture. Oh my God.
I wish you would. On that note, people, thank you for listening to Who's Your Band, and hit the like button and the subscribe button while you're at it.
Thank you, Adam. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.